I'm going to be talking about how I have turned $5 into $50 in a 1 hour trading session. Multiple times actually. I've done this at least once every couple weeks, and how you guys can be doing it too. It's nothing complicated. It's very doable, and so we're gonna get right into it. So a few things we're gonna go over in this video is fixed trading, compound trading, pros and cons of both, and then what you guys should be doing as a trader. Now, before we hop into what fixed trading is, I just want to say thank you guys for all your questions. I've gotten more than a few people private message me questions just regarding my last couple of videos and just general questions about trading as well. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys for watching and taking the time out of your day to ask me questions. And please continue to feel free to do so, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. Okay, so now before we hop into things, I'm just going to briefly explain that even though this won't be the main part of the video, fixed trading, I want to briefly explain on what fixed trading is, just so you guys are familiar with both types of trading styles. So compound trading will be the main part of the video, and that's, as you guys will find out later, how I've made most of my money. But yeah, we're just going to briefly touch on fixed trading first, just so you guys are familiar with it. Now, before I dive into things, fixed trading as a style is a lot more safe. It's less risky, you'll lose less, but it is also a lot less rewarding than compound trading. So if you're a new trader and you're looking to grow your account slowly but surely, fixed trading is something that you definitely want to pick up over compound trading. Alright, so fixed trading. Now let's say we started off with $100 in our bank account, okay? Now the average leveraging rules is that you should be trading in between 1 and 3% per trade of your total account. Okay, so if we had $100 here, you wouldn't want to be trading any more than 3%. So let's say we placed 5 trades, and our first trade we had $2, our second trade we had $3, our third trade we had $3, and our last 2 trades were $1. So once again, in between $1 and $3 is the average leveraging rules if you have $100 in your bank account. So moving on, let's say we won our first 3 trades, okay, and then our last 2 trades, unfortunately, we went on a little bit of a losing streak. Okay, so not a bad trading section actually. If you go 3 and 2, and you won your higher leverage trades, and you only lost $1 a couple times, it's not a terrible trade. And so our payouts would be, so this is if we're assuming an 80% payout here, so it'd be the amount traded plus your 80%. So the first one would be $1.80. The second one would be $5.4. So would the third one. And then the last 2, since we lost them, they would be minus $1 each. So this is what fixed trading looks like. It's fixed amount values that stay inside the realm of 1 to 3% of your leveraging account. And overall, it's a very safe way of trading. Once again, depending on your win to loss ratio, you're going to risk way less, but also make way less compared to compound trading. So if you're a new trader, this is the kind of style you're going to want to be sticking in between 1 to 3% of your account. So if you have $1,000, in between $10 to $30, and maybe setting parameters of when you should stop at a certain percent or negative percent of your trading session. Now, moving on to compound trading, okay? So as you guys will see, within 5 trades, you can make way more than fixed trading. But as you guys will see, you could also lose all of it in the blink of an eye. So we'll get right into it. Let's say your first trade, you trade $2, okay? So 2% of your account, and thankfully you end up winning that trade. So in total, that would be a $3.6 payout, okay? So your original $2 plus 80%. Now, on your second trade of a compound trade, considering you won, your second trade will be $360. So as you can see, I just took the amount traded for your original trade plus the payout. And considering, hopefully, you won your second trade, a 360 trade with an 80% payout would come out to 648, okay? So, third trade come up, what you're going to do is trade 648. So as you guys can see, I'm just kind of snowballing our profits. And once again, you win the trade. So as you can see, we're 3 trades in, 3 wins in at that, and we are up more than, right, like more than $9. So as you guys can remember from the fixed trading, we profited what, like maybe $5, $6, $7. Now, let's say you take your fourth trade at 1166, right? And you happen to lose it. What does this mean? Well, this means all that you've lost was, I mean, obviously your 1166 profit, but if we go back to the beginning, although we've really lost was the $2 original trade from when we started, right? So in compound trading, as you can see, as long as you are winning every trade, your account can grow massively. But as soon as you lose that one trade, it doesn't matter how many wins in a row you've won. You could be 20 wins in a row. All you'll do is lose that original amount traded. And so this is how I managed to turn $5 into $50 multiple times within 5 trades, okay? So it realistically only takes 4 trades to turn $5 into $50 given taking into your payout percentage, right? So if you're trading at 60%, it might take a little more trades. It might take 6 or 7. If you're trading at 90%, it might take 3 or 4 trades. But this is very, very doable. And if you see yourself in your trading sessions from time to time, winning 6, 7, 8 trades in a row and you're trading fixed, I want you to put into perspective what kind of money you could have made trading and compound trading. Now, if this is something that interests you guys, I'll point you guys to a website. It's called Forex Compounding Calculator. And what you can do is basically, so it says start balance percent per month and number of months. What you can do is your start balance will just be, let's say you're starting with $5 and percent per month. Just look at that as percent per trade and number of trades. So let's say we're doing the 80%, right? And then the number of trades, let's say we do 5. So we calculate that, and down here, right, you'll start with your $5. You'll pay out will be $9, from $9 to 16.2, from 16.2 to 29.6, and your fifth trade. So all the way from $5, and within 5 trades, you can be up almost $100. But keeping in mind, let's say on the fourth trade you lose, all you'll lose is obviously you'll lose the $29.16, but all you really lose from the beginning of your session is the original $5 that you traded. So I want to just quickly show you guys how powerful this can really get. Let's say we start with $10, and instead of 5 trades, we'll do 8 trades. It doesn't seem like that much of a jump, $5 to $10, 5 trades to 8 trades, but let's calculate it. So from $10 to $18, 18 to 32, 32, all wins 8 times in a row, and on the last one, you can see you've turned $10 into $1,100 within 8 trades. So now I'm sure you guys are really grasping the magnitude of money you guys can make with compound trading. Obviously, like I said, it's very risky because one wrong trade and it'll all be lost, right? But as long as you're winning your trades, you can make a lot of money doing this. And when you get up to these high numbers, like $1,100, you can see the difference one trade makes. Let's do, instead of 8 trades, you do 9 trades. So instead of 1,100, look how much you're making, right? You're making almost 2 grand. That's right. That's what, $800 a trade. So if we add a 10th trade in there, it grows exponentially, right? As you can see, it's growing exponentially here. So like I said, you can get money very, very quickly, but one wrong trade, you'll lose your $600, you'll lose your $1,100, you'll lose your 2 grand, right? So compounding trading is definitely something. If you guys are sufficient enough traders and you've seen yourselves winning those 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trades in a row, compounding trading is definitely something you guys should try. Some parameters I often set for myself is, let's say, for example, I had an $100 account. What I would do is I would say, okay, I will make 3 trades of $3 each. Okay, so I'll allow myself to try this compounding trading plan 3 times, $3 each, and each trade I'm gonna cap out at 5. Okay, so let's say I'm starting at a 80% payout, and I'm trading $3. I'm gonna cap at 5. I would turn the $3 into $56, and I'd give myself 3 tries at that. So if I failed on my first try on the fourth trade, I would just restart on my second try for $3. Okay, so in reality, you could be making 56.69, or you could be losing $9, right? So the risk to reward there is it makes it a lot less when you allow yourself to have multiple tries of less money. But something else you guys definitely want to do if you're trying this is 100% you need to set a cap, okay? So it could be 5 trade, it could be 3 trades, right? Like 3 is still a lot. If you're trading $2, 11.66 compared to $2 is a lot of money, right? But what's going to happen if you don't set a cap is you're going to get to the 5, you're going to get to the 6, and you're going to think to yourself, well, I just made 6 trades in a row. What are the chances of me losing this one, right? Like, if I can make 6, I can make 7. If I can make 7, I can make 8. And you're 100% going to lose one of these compounding trading plans if you don't set a cap for yourself. And I'm speaking from experience. If you're going to try this, what I suggest, the 2 things I had spoken of, is do smaller amounts of money. So if you're planning on risking, let's say $10 that day, you can do $3.33 2 times. You can do $5 2 times. You can do however you'd like, and then also set a cap. That could be 3, that could be 5, that could be 8. It could be whatever you want, depending on how confident you are in making a lot of trades in a row and how risky of a trader you are. But other than that, if you're not comfortable with this, I just suggest sticking with the fixed trading plan. It's a lot more safe. You may not make as much money than doing the compounding trading plan, um, but you'll also lose a lot less. You know, if you're somewhat of a sufficient trader and you're not losing as much trades as winning, and you're slowly growing your account, I would suggest just sticking with the fixed trading plan. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you have any questions with this. I've been doing compounding trading for quite a while now, and put it into perspective with you guys. I'm not gonna go into details of about what my personal compound trading plan looks like, but about 2 to 3 times a week, I'll hit my compound trading plan out of maybe 10 tries, let's say. So only hitting it 2 or 3 times out of 10 tries, it still makes me very, very profitable. But yeah, I think I touched on everything I want to touch on today in this video, guys. Thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to message me, leave them in the comments, whatever you like. Feel free to also like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot too. I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and have a good day.